25 minutes to 9 o'clock. talkSPORT breakfast with me, Brazil, and Ali McCoist. And Arnold Clark gets £750 off any used electric car or home charger. Now, it's all changed in the Premier League this season, with some declaring real football to be back.
For the long throw to come in, so this one from about 25 yards out, held in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, taken a touch, and he's volleyed in. Brentford score from a long throw yet again.
Be interesting to ask all the managers, you know, why is it you've managed for 20, 25 years and never taken a long throw, and then all of a sudden everyone takes a long throw in the league?
Every manager or club want to compete, and it's about to find the small margins, and you probably need to do this if you want to be able to compete, or raise the bar to be even better.
Chelsea won, Sunderland won. Wouldn't you know it? This goal has come about, Adrian, from a long throw-in.
It's so hard to break a defense in possession in set attack. So for a promoted side, set pieces, so it's an important topic for us.
Well, I enjoy watching the ball go in the back of the net, however it comes about. So if that's Arsenal taking long throws, I don't care.
I wasn't here, but 10 years ago I said it's a massive thing to do that, and I started to have a vision and try to implement a method.
So Arsenal lead the Premier League after 9 games, but have scored the joint 17th most goals from open play. Meanwhile, 19% of the division's goals have come via corners. Brentford have scored 8 from long throws. Arne Slot has bemoaned increased physicality in the wake of Liverpool's terrible run of form. And yesterday Pep said it's like playing Tony Pulis' Stoke City every week in the Premier League now. Delighted to say that Pep's best mate, the legendary boss Neil Warnock, joins us now. Neil, good morning.
Very good morning, Neil.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Ali. Good morning, Alan.
Hey, Neil, come on, have a word with Pep. Come on, you got to handle this. You know, when teams play Man City, teams from halfway down and below, and they look at the squads and the players that City have got, what are you meant to do? Just hold your hands up and surrender?
I think he's being complimentary, mate. I don't think he's saying it in a derogatory way. He is the best there is at what he does. But what's happening now is all the pyramids. Even I watch Torquay a lot, and the teams that come to play Torquay, they're all doing it now. They're passing out from the back. The goalies think the Beckenbauer. It's absolutely unbelievable, and they can't do it.
Yeah.
And so you have to do other things. I mean, I watched the Brentford game against West Ham. Incidentally, that was the worst Premiership performance I have ever seen in my lifetime. Not just this year, the West Ham performance. And you talk about Paqueta.
Yeah.
I mean, if ever a player didn't want to be there, I'm not surprised. I said, watching that game, I was watching it with somebody, and I said, I wouldn't have him in it. Look at him. No wonder they're struggling this year. I bet he's a nightmare in the dressing room. Anyhow, sorry, we're going off the subject, aren't we? But the long throws, yeah, I mean, they've not gone away, Alan. They've always been there. It's just that the fashion has been, you don't do long throws because you get a bit of stick, because you either called a dinosaur or an old something or something else. But they've always been around. It's just
Neil, why are some teams? Why can't they deal with these corners? Look at Arsenal set pieces, how many goals they scores. Why? And look at Tottenham up at Goodison. Why can't they deal with it? Get the goalkeeper to come and punch or man mark. Just change it.
Yeah, I mean the referees don't penalise, but all they do is somebody just nudges the goalkeeper or just stops him from coming out just at the last minute. The corners are that good, but a lot of teams are marking space, Alan. They're not marking men. They're marking space. You look at some of the centre halves that score, and they've got midgets marking them. You can't.
Oh, they turn around and say, "But that's to stop the run." Rubbish.
Yeah, I know it is, but I mean, I'm laughing my head off. I love watching it, now, and seeing how they cope with it all. And Arsenal, let's be honest, that's their biggest threat at the moment. The goals that are coming from set pieces. So,
Neil, I think it's on me. I watched Liverpool and Frankfurt, and I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. They had two of the smallest players in their team, Frankfurt, and put them on Konate and Van Dijk, a corner kick, and both of them scored headers. But that's the thing I was going to ask you, Neil, looking at it, and you touched on it. This is not anything new. This is absolutely not anything new. So And managers and coaches now are looking for the very, very small things that can make the difference to get them a victory. And I actually applaud it. Whether it's Brentford, I was at Brentford on Saturday night, and they played, by the way, don't worry about it, and they've got boys like Damsgaard, who's clearly not a long ball merchant, but what they did, Neil, they mixed it up. They did a bit of everything.
Absolutely. And do you know, when I was a young lad, Liverpool were the team. And if you watch Liverpool, they played more long balls than anybody with Rushy and that, over the top.
Yeah.
But no, because it was Liverpool and not my team, they never get criticised. And so it's always been there, and it's not going to change. I'm actually enjoying it. I think it's been a big leveler. I think the teams are getting better and better at it, and I'm pleased about all these things. If I'm honest, because it's not rocket science. It's never gone away, has it?
No.
And I look at it. I mean, there's so many things happening at the minute. Especially up in Scotland.
Well, I was going to come to that. I was going to come to that, Neil. Rangers, Celtic, Tony Bloom at Hearts. He's the Midas man, he is. But first of all, what do you make of, I don't know this guy who's in at Rangers now, and Martin, we know, is going in at Celtic temporarily. Was that, okay, let's start with Celtic. Was that a shock to hear Dermot Desmond come out and assassinate Brendan Rodgers?
I think it was just sour grapes, if I'm honest. I think Brendan's been a little bit disillusioned for a while now. He's done absolutely fantastic there. And the recruitment in Scotland this year, Alan, has been a disgrace. Rangers recruitment. Some of them players won't get in my Torquay side. Hear what I want.
100%, mate. 100%.
Terrible recruitment. Yeah. So and Brendan knows they've been very similar. It wouldn't have stood out as much if Hearts hadn't come along. But the way that the recruitment's been in the summer, and you talk about Danny Rowe going in at Rangers. I look at Scotland, having been up there, and those two clubs, they need somebody that knows what they're doing. So I hope that Danny does well. He is a very, very good coach. I know people that have worked under him. I just think up there, until you get there, you don't realise the scrutiny of those top two teams. And so it'll be interesting to see who Celtic appoint.
Well, I was going to say, Neil, what would you do if you were McKenna at Ipswich and you were offered that job? Would you take the chance, or would you stay with Ipswich, who has been brilliant? Unfortunately,
I think I would now, Alan. I think I would now. I think I'd take it now, because I don't think Ipswich are the force that they were, and I don't think they're guaranteed to go straight back up.
No.
He's been there a few years. I remember when I was at Notts County, I took him 2 divisions up to the top flight. Notts County, in the top flight. I got offered the Chelsea job, and I stayed loyal to Notts County. And 6 months later, I got the sack.
Neil, I was going to ask you that. Is that a key to good management as well, knowing when to come out at the right time?
It is, honestly, it is. Hey, listen, it's hard work, because Kieran will have got a lot of friends and people there, and a lot of emotions come into it. But if he's offered the Celtic job, bloody hell, he should take that straight away.
Neil, just a quick one. I want to take you back to a place you know well, and that's obviously the Sheffield area. Both clubs are having a really, really tough time of it at this moment in time. But, I know you're more a United man, but you'll be pleased at what happened on Wednesday, finally. It's bizarre to say, but you're actually watching supporters, if you like, celebrate the fact, not celebrate the fact that they've got an administration, but celebrate the fact that they got rid of that owner, and at least now they can see a little bit of light at the end of that tunnel, mate.
Yeah, it's the only way to get rid of him. That was the only way. I'm pleased, and I'm pleased with other companies that owns the stadium. They've gone bust as well, so that's another good plus. But it's a fabulous club. I mean, that was the club, when I was growing up, that was the biggest club in town. When I took over at United, I thought, if I could get above them and we could get the stadium up to their standards, and we did that. But it's great. Yeah. You know what it's like. It's good to have competition like that in a city. So I'm pleased for them. And they'll get 30,000 now between now and end of season, and it's a good club for somebody to buy. I just hope it's the right people. Hey, Alec, while you're on, by the way,
go on.
What's all this about Norfolk and Suffolk? I've never been. I look at when I saw you on Isle of Gia, up near Arran. And I'm looking.
Beautiful.
I'm thinking about when I drive over from Dunoon to Tina Brook, and I look at
Tina Brook.
That's the best view in the whole world.
Neil,
I wouldn't swap that.
Neil,
view
you are not wrong. Neil, I've got to tell you, I'm going to tell it. Yeah, absolutely spot
Neil,
on, mate.
you've had too much sundown.
I tell folk the story.
You've had too much sundown with them palm trees in the English Riviera, Torquay, Neil.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, I tell people the story. Come off that boat. I come off that boat in gear, and I couldn't believe my eyes. Neil was coming the other way. Do you remember it, mate? It was unbelievable.
I do. It was funny, wasn't it? In the middle of nowhere. Hey, listen, while I'm here, they asked me to go on Zoom, when your program's on Zoom.
Yeah.
And I said, why would I go on Zoom? I'm looking here, I'm in Lou, and I'm looking across the coast to Downderry. It's a beautiful view. I've got my house coat on. My hair looks an absolute disgrace. Why would I go on Zoom?
You've done listen, you've done well for yourself. From peeling prawns in Scarborough Harbour to the French, the English Riviera. And that's only one of 10 houses. You've done well, Neil. Don't worry about that.
Okay, all right.
Neil Warnock on talkSPORT. Thank you, Neil.
Cheers,
we're going to talk to the administrator for Sheffield Wednesday around 9:15.